Hey subscribers, it's Chloe here. This is behind the scenes of Rattling Bones and my story behind the whole song and how it was written, so stay tuned. Hey guys, behind Rattling Bones, which is my next release on the 5th of May. On all social media platforms, I can't count them all, there's that many. But thank you for visiting the page. Thank you for subscribing first and foremost. Sorry, I've just got my cup of tea. You cannot not have a cup of tea in the morning. Yeah, Rattling Bones for me was a song I'd forgotten about. I'd parked it. It was actually released on an EP, a 4-track EP, if any earlier fans remember me performing in the Northeast. The song was actually released with a band I fronted called the High Tides, of which was when I first started out in the Northeast, probably a good, 18 years ago now. And we released Rattling Bones with 4 other tracks. We'd recorded at a studio in Killingworth, I believe. A fantastic producer called Fred. Fred recorded a lot of Red Alert down in London, and he was also in, or had something to do with Tigers of Pentang. Cut that out. So yeah, we recorded with Fred for a number of days and the song was born basically, and we played that live for a while. Completely different to what the song is now, but it was always there for me, Rattling Bones, but it was something that I parked at the time because I was writing all the time and writing new music, and then obviously I decided to go at it alone down the kind of country rock route, Americana route, of which I had some success, and I played a number of festivals across the country, but I never had Rattling Bones in the set. And it was always one of those songs that I listened to and I thought, that's got legs, that has, definitely. So anyway, to cut a long story short, even though it's kind of getting lengthy, COVID hit, obviously, which was a really tough time for everybody, including myself. I ended up delivering parcels for 12 months. That time was also a great time if you could make the use out of it, I think, if you had an idea or you were creative. And I think a lot of singer-songwriters did do that. Obviously, there was a lot of streams going on online. It did give me an opportunity, COVID did, to get creative again. And so I turned one of the bedrooms into a music studio, which is this one. And this is where I kind of create all my demos and work on various projects. But I decided to write some new music, which I've been working on for the last couple of years. And I also decided to trawl back through all my demos. And straight away, Rattling Bones just came to mind. The structure of the song and the foundations of the song were great. The problem is, the hardest part is trying to rewrite a song that's already been written, because you've got those older lyrics in your head, no matter how good or bad they are. I still find myself singing along to them, obviously, because I wrote them years ago. And they still have quite a bit of meaning. You know, I probably wrote that in my early 20s. And even though I think it's bad, you know, I still found myself singing along to them. So they couldn't have been that bad. But the kind of song, in terms of the lyrics, the story wasn't quite complete. There was bits missing and it just didn't add up. And I think for a finished song, the lyrics especially have got to make sense, and you've got to go from A to B with a song, you know, and have a start and a middle and an end like you do with a book, really. And I've learned that a lot over the years, that, you know, I have released songs previously when I was younger where, you know, I look back now and I think, oh, you know, I could have just finished off those lyrics. And that's just being inexperienced and gaining the experience of songwriting. You know, there's always something to learn in songwriting. It took me quite a while to rewrite. I even got some help from a good friend of mine who is a bit of a poet. She loves the poetry and she loves her music in general. It's got a huge range of musical taste, just like I have. And she came back like literally within 20 minutes and was like, oh my God, I love this song speaks to me. try these 2 lines. And it was like straight away I was like, oh my God, yes, that works, brilliant. And so really I owe it to a lovely lady called Bianca, who literally helped me with the last kind of chorus to really kind of hit home of how I was feeling at that time, in that moment of being in that controlling relationship, and having the strength to walk away and say no. There was a middle eight to the song that we just decided wasn't necessary because the rest of the lyrics were strong enough to tell the story without the middle eight being there. Sometimes you find that, I think, when you go into the studio, you can have too many lyrics or not enough, and that's what's so great about the studio, I think. So the song was recorded at a studio called Hope Mill in Manchester. I played the acoustic guitars, I played some electric rhythm, I also obviously did all the vocals and the backing vocals. Tom recommended me to 2 brothers from Stoke, Tom and Matt, who just really helped me to finish the song. Matt was a fantastic guitarist. He put a slide in which just really, you know, it really took the song to the next level in terms of that American style, which is what I was after, and it was what the song needed. Tom re-recorded the drums because he's a fantastic drummer, and a slightly different layout to what we had originally had. I'm really pleased with the outcome of Rattling Bones, and I honestly just can't wait for you to hear it. About the song is really an empowerment song which has a bit of a dark undertone to it. It's a song about feeling like you're being controlled, or you're in a controlling relationship or situation that you feel like you can't get out of. I've been in this situation, which is why I've put pen to paper and written this song. I think it's important that we talk about kind of domestic abuse to a degree. A form of controlling is part of domestic abuse, and I know there's over 2 million people, adults in particular in the UK, that go through domestic abuse at some point in life. We're now more accepting talking about these tough subjects that, you know, a lot of people in life now go through. And I think it's really important to discuss domestic abuse and talk about our experiences, because if we can help one another, whether that's just through talking about it or through song, which obviously is just as important, and also, you know, if people are in that situation currently, they can take a lot of emotion and strength from those lyrics and that song, or just even talking about it on this video. And if you can get out of that situation and come out the other end, you grow as a person, you learn a lot, you learn from your mistakes, and you get better, and you think twice about, you know, being in those situations again, and you've all of a sudden got red flags that you know from previous experiences what to look out for future relationships and in future situations. So I think talking about domestic abuse is really important, and I think, you know, this song has elements of that, but also it's not a sad song. The song really is about taking back your power, you know, and taking back your strength and making that decision to walk away. But sometimes our toughest decisions are the hardest to take, and sometimes we choose not to take them, which is really sad, but it's not, you know, you don't know unless you're in that situation how hard it is to walk away, and it really is. This song is for anyone who has overcome a situation like that and is now standing tall and standing proud that they've overcome that situation, and, you know, they're now in a better place. This song doesn't have to be a sad song. It's just as much of a happy song as it is a sad song. If you listen to the lyrics, it's a song about strength, personal strength, and I really hope that people take what they want from it, because that's what it's all about. I'm Chloë Chadwick, and this is Rattling Bones, and it's out on the 5th of May. Pre-save today. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks very much, guys.